Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if your name is Christian Comp's King, uh, King Comp's Eyes, I don't know what is going on. He has just dropped a new album. I'm sorry, a new what is it mixtape, single, whatever, called Diddy. Free now. I know what y'all gonna say. Y'all waited for him to say for waiting, for me to talk about his struggle, baby, rap. But I'm not because at least he out here hustling. He knows he got to go make a living. He got that ambition, baby. Look at his eyes this week is the burgers, next week is the fries. But all jokes aside, first of all, everybody talking about oh my God, Diddy going free. You know who probably thinks the prosecution did a great job on the close? King Comp's kids, if you really thought Diddy was going free, why wouldn't you drop this when he was actually free? Because y'all think he
Present,
going to come
and
home
no
next
longer
week,
has a
right?
voice who will pursue justice for her accusation.
Y'all got that, but
As of the taken
all
against
jokes
Diddy,
aside,
no expansion
okay,
of the
why wouldn't he
investigation,
drop this
no
when Diddy
isolation
goes
orders,
free?
no equipment
One, he don't
access,
think he going
no
free.
suspension of attorney
But two, Diddy
communication.
would probably get free. And once again, suck up all his blessings for himself. Let me talk to y'all for a second, okay? Because all these Diddy glazers are so big saying, oh my God, oh my God. Diddy's a perfect dad. Diddy's this, that. And let me tell you something, Diddy is not just toxic to women. He's toxic to his own children. You want to talk about sabotage, baby? Let's look at this pattern. But before we look at a pattern, can I just say one thing, Christian? I don't know what's going on. Last time you dropped a single, your daddy got arrested. Remember when he dropped that single, that mixtape on the feds and they arrested him? You think the Christian CBS curse has struck again, and this is what's going to make Diddy go away for life. I don't know. I don't know. I know, but y'all, honestly, all jokes aside, okay, we got to get this straight. I will maintain that Diddy is not just toxic to women, he is toxic to his own children. Let's look at the pattern. Verse up. Before we get to King, let's talk about Justin Combs. Justin, remember that college football career? Done. Why? Because Diddy got into it with the coach. Allegedly, he tried to swing a kettlebell at him and crack his head open. And suddenly, its son's athletic future goes up in smoke. Poof. Memos, not a coincidence. Okay, Justin got accepted into Harvard. Diddy called them in and talked him into going to California to help run Bad Boy. Next thing we know, he is getting into accidents. Misa is going off tweeting on Diddy talking about everybody knows something's wrong with you. And and as much as people are talking about Diddy, the one thing the prosecution should have brought up is Misa Hilton and Brim's IG stories, because that told us everything we needed to know about Diddy before what we knew about Diddy. But it's not over there. There was Quincy, talented, marketable, had a real shot at being one of the biggest actors of our generation. Remember when Empire was casting Quincy was supposed to play Jamal? That's right. Jesse Smollett role. But Diddy allegedly stepped in and tried to control the music rights, and the deal fell apart. Quincy lost the role. Empire goes on to be a hit, and Diddy back in the shadows. Quincy finally booked star another lead Daniel show, and guess who shows up again? Diddy always close enough to interfere, never far enough to let them breathe. And I remember that. Remember when Diddy was allegedly going to sue Lee Daniels, or at least the streets were saying that he was going to sue Lee Daniels for stealing his life story. Now, back then, we thought it was some BS, but now that we know that he really is a criminal, I don't know now. Let's get to Christian A. King Compsib. He just dropped a rap album, but word on the street is, at least the streets are saying, is that Diddy wasn't lifting him up. He was blocking opportunities behind the scenes, allegedly calling people pulling rank and inserting himself where he shouldn't be, and even trying to call his blessings. Why? Because in Diddy's world, no one shines brighter than him, not even his own
Present,
sons.
and no longer
Young
has a
Berg,
voice
now
who will
known
pursue
as
justice
Hitmaker,
for her
even
accusation.
came on
As of
the
the
Joel
Hagen
Budden
against Diddy,
podcast recently.
no expansion of the
and basically
investigation,
confirmed
no
the
isolation
theory
orders,
that he has a
no
pattern
equipment
of stepping
access,
on his own
no
son's
suspension of
careers.
attorney
They're starting to
communication.
rise up. He gets in the way on purpose. Oh, y'all don't believe me? Listen to this. All right. And I want to hear what every Diddy Glazer got to say. And I know they're going to have a lot to say. Listen to this mess. I may get you to another tier. Salacious, I'm not really. Say it in um terms like, what's the wildest you seen? I mean, with Diddy, nothing with Diddy was actually like really super wild. Like what I went viral for, the wildest thing he ever did. I think I was in Atlanta and I was working with his son Christian, cooking up ideas, and like he Christian put him on FaceTime. He like, yo, we at the Riz Carlson, come back, blah blah blah. We get back to the Rich Carlson, they having like a party in there, and it's the wildest thing ever said to me in my life. He opened the door, me and Christian walk in. He like, what's up, Pops? And then he like, what's up, Nick? I dabble up, what's up, Pum? I'm going crazy, me and Christian just made some shit. He like, man, that where my music at? Oh, son, I think that was the wildest again. What did he say? That ninja where my music at? How did Mark Agnelio and the whole world allow us to forget who this mofo really is? He didn't give a damn about Kim while she was alive at all. Took her through hell, had her looking stressed the whole time. Literally stressed out over Cassie the whole time. Cassie is literally turning into his new freak. All pay partner while he cheating on her, beating on her. Diddy is not a good guy. And the fact that get this right, let's just call this what it is. Diddy does spiritual abuse because it's not just about industry politics. It's psychological warfare. How do you grow up under a man who tells the world he's a family man, but keeps pulling the rug out from under you every time you find your footing? Diddy's not a mentor. He's not a mogul. He's a mirror of the very industry rock we claim to be waking up from. And anyone still defending him needs to ask themselves why they are so comfortable watching a father sabotage his own blood just to stay on top. He's the devil these fools keep rooting for. And if he'll do it to his own sons, imagine what he's done to everybody else around him. Now, before y'all say, Christians ain't even talented, that's not true. As much as I literally clown him for his struggle nipple rap, he's not the worst rapper. That boy got talent, and even if he was untalented, your dad at one point ran the music industry. You could have hooked him up with the best producers, the best that instead, what did he do? The same thing he did with Cassie minus the freak-offs, put him in the studio, had them working, don't release stuff, sabotage. And then when you finally do get on with some beats, you hobbling your 55-year-old self in to get in front of your son, who should be next up again. Justin gave up going to Harvard because he was going to be CEO of Bad Boy, and Diddy was going to step out the way. Diddy never stepped out of the way. He just made him CEO. In name only. Quincy tried to get out of his shadow, get his own acting career popping, and he could have. He got the looks, he got the talent, he got everything. Diddy came in and messed that up. Christian should have been bigger than he was. He got the looks, he got the talent, they got everything they need.
Present, and no
And your
longer
dad
has a
got
voice
access
who
to
will
every
pursue
big name he
justice
did
for
to
her
Christian.
accusation.
What he did to Cassie
As of the
without
Hagen
the
against Diddy,
freak-offs. Still,
no
these
expansion
Diddy
of the
Glazers are going to
investigation,
be in your
no
incredibly
isolation
biased.
orders,
You
no
going to
equipment
feel
access,
stupid
no
when you get
suspension
out.
of attorney communication.
No, ninja, you going to get out, feel stupid. 'Cause let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. First of all, Diddy ain't getting out. Those prosecutions got that and let that be a lesson for anybody that wanna do Diddy like crimes. But second of all, y'all, these Diddy Glazers are sick in their head, in as much as they are defending his right to abuse, 'cause they want the right to abuse. Unlike y'all, I'm not gonna be sitting there on my knees waiting for him to get out. And guess what? The Diddy Glazers, he wouldn't even look twice at y'all. But then again, I don't know. We saw the escorts. Like maybe he would. I don't know. The whole point of the matter is, Diddy is not a good person. And again, what a good person. There is something wrong with that man, and he cannot be allowed to be on the open streets. But for anybody saying, oh, but what about the children? What about the children? As sad as it is, this might be the best thing that ever happened to them. To get away from someone seems like all they do is do narcissistic abuse. But hey, that's just my opinion on what do I know anyway. Shout out to VlCTlMS, trying to do something on his own again. For anybody thinking, Diddy's coming home, why ain't his son put out Diddy free? When he actually got let free, unless you don't think that's going to happen again. Maybe we looking at a double Chandra. Not free. Diddy, but I'm not free. Diddy, but I'm free. Maybe he's trying to send us a message. Maybe he realizes it's time to move past his father's influence, free of his father's influence, and step into his own right. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later.